future belongs to me.
I like you.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll recap a 2016 American horror film named Siren. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. At the beginning of the movie, we see a police officer comes to an abandoned church with a man named 𝐀𝐋𝐖𝐀𝐃. Here the officer sees blood-stained footprints on a wall. Then someone kills him brutally, and then a girl named Lily comes out of the darkness. 𝐁𝐋𝐖𝐀𝐃 entraps her in his words and then ties a shackle in her leg, which now makes her his slave. Next, we see Jonah and Eva, who are about to get married a week later. Jonah is going to have full enjoyment with his friends for a week before marriage. Now he goes out to party with his brother Mac and friends, and they come to a club called Temptations. But after coming here, they get very disappointed, because this club turns out to be completely opposite of their expectations. Mac is also very angry because he had brought them there, and then the man sitting next to him tells him that he knows a place that is much better than this place. He says that he can get them in there if he and his friends are serious. Mac then goes back to his group and they start drinking. He tells them that the man who is sitting there knows an underground club, and he is going there and they can follow him. Now no one agrees at first, but when Mac insists, they get ready to go. They follow that man and reach a place where that man is already waiting for them. Then some beautiful girls open the door and they all come inside. They enter a club through a dark passage and sit near the stage, where a girl is dancing. After some time, a man wearing a mask comes on stage and everyone starts clapping. He tells everyone that there are some first-timers among them today, and they are here for a special occasion. This guy is 𝐁𝐋𝐖𝐀𝐃 and he tells them to come along with him. 𝐁𝐂𝐃 tells him that he has something for him. Then he takes them to a room and asks Jonah to come with him. He sends him in through a door where Jonah starts peeping inside a window, and suddenly a girl comes there. On the other hand, 𝐁𝐂𝐃 tells the three of them that he doesn't want money but wants their memory. And here we also see a girl named Ash there. He asks them all to look down, and after a few seconds, he says that it is done, and they all think it was just a joke. Here Jonah is sitting there when that girl starts singing a tune, and something starts happening to him. He starts getting fantasies of different girls, in which he is getting intimate with them very wildly, and then we see him fall. Outside, Elliot asks Ash for a drink containing leeches. She gives him that drink, and tells him that the name of this drink is murder. He then gulps down the drink, and Mac notices that he has a tattoo on his neck, and Rand tells Mac that he has the same tattoo. Here Jonah gets up and starts leaving from there when the girl tells him not to go. Jonah goes back and sees that there is a big lock on the door, and he feels that this girl is being held captive here. Out here in the club, Elliot vomits and starts crying. They both make him sit on a chair. Just then Jonah shows up, and he tells Mac to take Elliot to the car and asks Rand to come with him. He takes Rand back there and tells him that a girl is imprisoned here. He asks him for his knife, and here Mac is waiting for him in the car with Elliot. Elliot says that he killed her, and tells Mac that the drink contained memories of someone else. Here Jonah opens that lock and that girl comes out. She starts smelling Jonah, and he takes off his shirt and puts it on her. Now when they are leaving, a bouncer comes there, and both of them try to fight him. In the meantime, Lily takes out the keys of the guard and runs away with Jonah. She takes him to a bathroom, where she unfastens the shackles from her feet. Then that bouncer comes there, and Lily jumps on him to attack him, and Jonah sees that she uproots the private part of that bouncer. Then he sees that the girl is a monster, and fearing her, he flees from there. Outside, Mac is waiting for them when Jonah comes over. He starts telling them the whole story, and then everyone from the club starts coming out screaming. Mac drives the car, and on the way, Rand joins them. Now they leave there, and Jonah tells Rand that she was not a girl. Suddenly someone pulls Elliot out of the car, and they hit a tree. After a while, they see Elliot some distance away, and then Lily drags him behind a tree. Rand tries to stop a car for help, but they hit him. Seeing this, Jonah and Mac run into the woods, and 𝐁𝐂𝐃 catches Rand and takes him away. Now Jonah starts fighting Mac in the woods, as because of him they all are stuck in this trouble. Then Jonah sees Lily there and asks Mac to shut up. He tells Mac that that girl is behind him. She smelled him when he got her out, and that's why she took Elliot. because he was wearing his jacket. Then he starts putting mud on himself so that she cannot smell him, and both of them hide there, and that girl just walks away from there. Then both of them run to a diner, where they meet 2 police officers. He starts telling them everything, when one officer goes to get water for them, and we see that officer is calling someone, and he has the same tattoo on his neck. On the other hand, Nix is interrogating Rand. When Ash comes there and tells him that they have found him, Nix tells her to take them to the church and make everything ready. And then the bouncer rams a road into his knee. Here the officer handcuffs Jonah, and Mac notices that these officers work for Nix. Now an officer brings him out when Lily comes there and starts singing. When the officer turns toward her, Jonah puts on his headphones and sees that Lily has attacked the officer. He runs back and comes inside, and behind him, Lily also comes there and starts attacking everyone. Jonah hides behind a counter where the officer's body falls, and he takes out the keys and opens his handcuffs. Then Lily comes in front of him in monster form and says she likes him. But Jonah runs away in fear. He comes out and tries to wake Mac, but Lily comes from behind and grabs him and flies in the air. She brings him to a quarry and starts moving toward him, but Jonah gets scared and tries to run away. Then she catches him and unbuttons his pant, after which she starts singing, and Jonah starts having thoughts of Eva, in which he is getting intimate with her. But in reality, Lily is raping him, and then forms her tail into a penile shape and inserts into his rectum to make him impregnate her. Here Nix has tortured Rand a lot, but then he brings Ash there so that he can get more memories of him, and we see that Ash is also a monster with many leeches on her head. She takes out a leech from her head and puts it inside his tattoo, and after some time takes it back and keeps it in a jar. Here Jonah comes to his hotel, where Ash is already waiting for him. She gives him a drink containing Rand's leech and forces him to drink. Now as soon as Jonah drinks it, his leg starts hurting, and he starts seeing everything that happened to Rand. Through this, Nix tells him to bring Lily back to him and he will return his friend to him. Here, when Lily wakes up, he sees that Jonah is not with her. Now Ash takes Jonah to the church and asks him to go inside alone. At church, he meets Nix, who asks him to follow him. Nix tells him that Lily is actually a succubus. She had become infatuated with Jonah because he was kind and helped her escape. Succubi mate for life, and Lily wants him to stay with her. And he wants Jonah to lure her into a rune circle and reattach the shackle around her ankle to bind her to his will again, as he is the only person she will not kill. They then remove the plastic from Rand, and Jonah hugs him and apologizes to him. Then there is the sound of wings flapping, and they understand that Lily has come here. She enters the church and attacks all the guards, and starts killing them. Now Nix takes Jonah to knife point and asks Lily to come before him. When she comes there, he asks her to stand in the center of the circle, and she hesitantly steps into the circle. Now when Jonah goes to put the shackle on her feet, he apologizes to her and tells her that it was a trap. Jonah makes a new deal with her, that he will not put the shackle on if she will let him go. Lily agrees and proceeds to slaughter Nix and his henchmen. Here Nix starts torturing Jonah, but Mac attacks him from behind. Then he gets Jonah up and they start freeing Rand, but Nix stabs Mac with a knife. He then moves towards Jonah, but Mac grabs his leg and sacrifices himself for his brother. Now he is about to kill Jonah when Lily starts singing and comes there. Jonah and Rand close their ears and watch Nix fall into Lily's feet, after which she sticks her tail in his mouth and kills him. Now Jonah starts leaving with Rand when Lily tells him not to leave. Jonah walks up to her, and she jumps on him and kisses him, and then leaves there. Now when Jonah and Rand leave, she watches them from above the church doors. A year later, Jonah and Eva are married. Eva states that she wants to start their special evening soon because she is getting sleepy. Jonah is in his room when he hears Lily singing and sees Eva standing at the door. She jumps on him and then they start making love. Late at night, Jonah goes to get a glass of water and sees Eva asleep on the couch, realizing that he had made love to Lily and not Eva. He attempts to get Lily to leave and almost succeeds until Eva notices Lily and starts to scream, causing Lily to attack her. Jonah begs her to stop and says he will go with her. Lily grabs him and they fly off into the night, Eva hysterically screaming after them, and the movie ends here. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon never to miss new video updates. Thanks for watching!